Hello, everyone, and good evening. Welcome to Reality Hour. I'm Adam Samuel. Today, big week, top 24 week and top 20 week. Very lot to go over and discuss, but joined here today by my co-host Eric. How you doing today, Eric?
I am doing good considering the fact that I'm going to lose the draft.
And we also got Grace here. How you doing, Grace?
I'm okay. Spring break is over, so I'm sad, and I'm probably going to lose the draft too. But I'm in the lead right now, so I guess it's okay.
Yeah, a lot of Idol this week. 5 hours. This was a lot to watch. What did you guys think?
Gil wins comment of the episode already.
He was my first pick. I mean,
he would, and he was mine until I flip flopped at the last second. I will say I was the first one on the show to say he was going to win. Now that doesn't count for anything, but it is true that I was the first one on the show who said he was going to win. So I will say that.
What did you think of these episodes, Grace?
This is going to sound ironic because the summer after the Fox series ended, I spent the rest of that summer watching all 15 seasons. And I thought this was too much American Idol. Like, the first episode, I fell asleep.
The second episode was pretty good. Like, I was into it. I think I watched the full thing through.
I watched the full second episode through. I did not watch. I only watched clips of the first episode.
It's because there's spoilers, Eric. Because we know what's going to happen. You know, and you don't know it. It's more tense. Like I'm in it. I'm feeling it. I feel like nervous when people are getting called up. I mean, when it came down to Tristen and Fritz, like I knew obviously, like Fritz was going to make it.
That was not the unobvious part.
There was like a second where I was like, "Wait a minute."
Adam, you don't have to worry about Fritz until the top two, because he's probably going to win this whole entire show, and I'd be shocked if he didn't.
I might have the top two on my team.
And here's the fun fact: I kind of hope you do. Assuming Fritz is our winner, I hope Leah is our runner-up. So
I wouldn't mind Leah winning. I mean,
I would prefer Leah to win, but she's not gonna.
It's funny. We had quite a
blankets.
What was that?
We're gonna have two people with blankets.
Who?
You and me. If he has
I'm
the
not
top
gonna
two.
be sad.
That was neither of you watched. That was a Big Brother thing, like the blanket. You know, with one of the best Big Brother seasons. But anyway, on the topic of Idol, I mean, first off, yes, this was way too long. But the more troubling thing that I kind of took from it is a message I got from Eric afterwards, where he was kind of breaking down the rest of the season and the format. Eric, can you explain what's kind of going to be going on here?
So next week we have our top 14 all perform. And then the next night we have top 11, and then the next week we have top 7. And from there, it probably goes from top 7 to top 5 to top 3, and the 3 in the finale. So basically the same format as last year.
That's a terrible format. Like, just why couldn't we use Kennedy's, like, instead of having like a top, we could have gone with a top 19, then we go down to like a top 13, and then, you know, like instead of like 5, we're at 4, you know, like. No, my nuts.
I feel like that would have made things too complicated. They kind of had to streamline it. I'm thinking, because like when season 11, when Jermaine Jones was disqualified, they just sent one person home instead of 2 the week after the save, which that made things a little bit easier. But I feel like that would have complicated things way too much, and they don't want that because the producers of the show are not very smart.
What we have to have is we have to make The Voice do it first, and then American Idol will get embarrassed, and they'll have to copy the format.
The Voice, if anything, is going to have even less live shows. So no, don't let The Voice do it first.
Can we talk about the draft, like the updates? Do we have an updated graphic for this week?
Okay, so let me pull up my slides that I made. So first up, Team Eric. I have HunterGirl, Nicolina, Christian Guardino, Lady K, and Jay left on my team, and I lost Jacob Moran.
It's a really nice graphic.
And Sir Blake.
Or I did lose Sir Blake also, yeah, right. Grace has generic country boy number 1, generic country boy number 2.
There's a lot of country going on here.
Ava Maybee, Tristen, Emyrson, and less generic country boy number 3. And
But I have
Adam
people
has,
for all of you.
Wow, this is a brutal picture. My
Adam
God.
has our winner, Fritz, our hopeful runner-up, Leah, and
Allegra.
And
You know what? We're called Team Hold On for Dear Life for a reason. I mean, oh man,
you're
I
gonna
think
win.
I think Allegra survives. Probably not next week, but there's like a non-zero chance she does. We're going from 13 to 14 to 11, I think.
Yeah, on Sunday.
Yes.
All right, so there's a 25% shot because we all know the wild cards are,
Our first 4 to go. Yes.
Yep, it's Idol history. Man,
ABC era Idol history. Remember, Gina was a wild card, and she made it.
So was Clay Aiken.
Well, that was different. That was when we were doing like a week by week elimination cycle.
I know.
Like that's the system. If these contestants had that time to like gain some traction, like yeah, we could see a run like that. But because it's so quick, I don't even think Gina would have survived in this kind of format.
Nope.
I don't think.
And Eric, I know you're going to hate me for this. I don't think David Cook would have won either because his breakout performance was like 3 or 4 weeks in. He was not very good the first 2 weeks of live shows.
I disagree on that, but I think Hello was his first breakout moment, and that was week 3.
Yeah, but that was week 3.
But yeah,
So
that
it
was
took a little
also.
while to get there.
And he would have had to do a Disney
The
song.
equivalent of this week is the one that would have happened, and I think he still would have won. But anyway.
But we also have like what's the format? So next week we have. I know Eric kind of broke it down, but I was talking about like for themes. What's kind of the theming for the next couple of weeks? Do we know anything?
Top 14, no idea. Top 11 is Judges Song Contest, which is such a fun dig at NBC. So literally each judge picks a song for each contestant, and each contestant gets to pick which of the 3 judges' songs they want to sing without knowing which judge picked which song.
Without knowing?
Without knowing who picked the songs.
But we all know they're not actually picking the songs. Like Katy Perry is not, with her iPad like writing down.
I think that no shit. You're right about that. But
you could tell because it's
we need manufactured drama with the judges.
I can imagine how it goes. Like, imagine you're a contestant and you get your 3 song lists, and number 1 is like a country song, a pop song, and a Lionel Richie song. Like,
you really think Lionel's going to give?
I wonder who's going with who.
I don't think Lionel Richie is self-absorbed enough to give one of his contestants their own songs.
You know what? I will bet you're wrong, Grace. I think we are definitely going to see one person is going to get a Lionel Richie song, or one of the judges are going to give one of their own songs.
Oh God, Gil, I hope you're wrong that Top 14's theme is country. But Gabby is the mentor.
He might win Twitter because they were like they called Gabby Barrett Idol's country icon. I'm like, I'm pretty sure Carrie Underwood is Idol's country icon. And he tweeted me saying couldn't afford the original, so they got the knockoff. Mm-hmm. So Gil wins Twitter this round.
It's like
also, PC Idol has to pretend that they've produced something.
They do.
It's like that meme. It's like the little boy in the car saying, "Hey mom, can we get like McDonald's?" The mom says, "No, we have McDonald's at home." And it's like, it's
okay.
He's asking.
Anyway,
or when you're getting an Apple Watch and you get a smart bracelet instead.
Or a Toshiba Handy Buck instead of an iPad.
Actually happened to me.
Yes. Anyway, let's talk about our eliminated contestants this week. The only one I really want to talk about is Jacob because he was robbed and I knew it was happening.
Nah, he was done. I think what happened, if I may, I think he's just too similar to Christian.
No.
I think that like he's the big voiced belter of the males. And I think
he was better than Christian. But anyway.
But Christian has Eric. You might hate it, but Christian has the better story, according to the producers.
Anyway, Jake was robbed. I knew he would be. Not happy about it. But the one thing that made me not be so angry this week was because I knew it was coming, first of all. And the other thing was that Jacob's second performance of his audition song was better of an audition that wasn't the live show. So,
did you guys notice that that Katy Perry was actually like covering her ears when Jacob was doing Rise? I couldn't like.
I don't pay attention to Katy Perry.
I know that the judges were basically very subtly praising him the entire way through. They weren't very enthusiastic at all about him. So I am not surprised in the least that they didn't save him. That's all.
The sad thing is, I was finally starting to like Jacob. I wasn't fully on the Jacob train. And then once I finally get on the Jacob train, he's fine.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
I never really, if I'm being honest, I was never really a fan of Jacob. He gets the points because he was the returning contestant of the season. But overall, yeah, you could say I'm wrong, but I think he's just not that interesting compared to all the other contestants. Like
personality-wise, you're right, but vocal-wise, he is.
The vocally-wise, I don't even think he was like. His performances were very inconsistent. I think like Nicolina really kind of blew him away.
No,
I think Christian blew him away in terms of the story.
No, Christian did not blow him away.
No, I'm saying in terms of like marketability on the show. I think Jacob kind of had no. Like, who are his fans? Like, who was kind of he doesn't
singers.
We can knock against it all we want, but like stories help. Like, it sucks, but it's the truth. So Christian had like I'm of the opinion it was between the two of them, and Christian just won because he had the story. I really didn't love his performances, if I'm being honest, this week. I don't think he'll go too much further, but I think Jacob didn't have much gas in the tank either way. I think he was kind of looking.
We got on board with him. That's why. Anyway,
I also think when you're a guy with that kind of range and you sing up there, a lot of times you kind of do become pretty polarizing. I know it kind of happened with Jordan Smith. There was a contestant on X Factor whose name I can't remember, who had a very similar voice to that, and he didn't. I mean, he dropped out, but I really didn't like him at first, and then I finally started to get past it. Well, Adam Lambert was polarizing for other reasons besides that. But
well, actually, I kind of have a feeling that same reason that we're polarizing. I kind of think that, Jacob's obviously gay, and that didn't help his case. But
I was thinking more the fact that Adam Lambert is like a hard rock singer, but
okay.
I don't know. If I might eulogize another contestant while we're kind of doing this, I'm really bummed that we lost Katira. I mean, I think once I saw that she was doing Through the Fire, I was like, no, Katira, no. Like, I really liked her. I'm really bummed she lost, but I'm being honest, I think she probably came in last place with all the votes because while I might enjoy her, I saw no enthusiasm for her anywhere. And on like the numbers chart where they were like ranking like YouTube views and like reactions on Facebook, she was like last, and I was like, it's not looking good. But I really enjoyed her. I'm sad to see her go. Grace, is there anyone else you're particularly bummed about?
The only I lost Scarlett and Ellie. I'm not surprised or upset by either one. I do want to pick a little bone with Lionel Richie's feedback to Ellie, because Ellie, after her performance of All I Want, I knew she was like dead basically, and Lionel said she thought there were just too many people similar to her. I don't think that was the issue. I really don't, because Allegra is probably similar to her, and she ended up getting a wild card, but she wasn't up for the save. But I'm thinking like maybe Emyrson, like who else is like in Ellie's lane, and even if they are, like Ellie just got lost in the shuffle.
Yep.
I will say I really did like that song choice. I thought All I Want was actually pretty good for Ellie.
I love that song.
But yeah, I think she was kind of just DOA as is. I will say one result that kind of did surprise me.
Summer Only We Know is pretty predictable as well.
Yeah.
Maybe one result that didn't surprise me, but I kind of wish was going the other way was Dan. Mm-hmm. Kind of hoping he wasn't going to make it. I would have given it to honestly any of the other ones in the who didn't make it. He was probably like at the bottom of my list. But
the fact that Dan made it and Jacob didn't is a travesty. And after we say that, we'll move on let's go over a deep dive because we have 14
there's
contestants to get through and 2 performances each. So let's get moving.
And we're not gonna actually talk about the we kind of eulogize the eliminated contestants. We'll kind of be talking about
over the
just the ones that made it and how we're gonna do this. We discussed it beforehand. We're gonna be going in the performance order of the first night week, top 24 week.
Yes.
And we'll be kind of talking about the contestants as all their performances for the week and kind of, I guess, their prospects moving forward. So, yeah, let's start, I guess, with Mike Parker.
Nope, Emyrson Flora.
Emyrson. I gotta be honest. I think she's gonna be in trouble because I keep forgetting about her. No, am I the only one?
She's making top 7. I think. I don't think she'll make it further than that, but
top 7. I think if someone gets cut from the top 10, it's either her or Lady K.
Lady K is getting cut before then. But I think Emyrson basically went from a fodder contestant, who I didn't even expect to make the top 20, to someone who I can easily see making top 7. 3 solid performances in a row, very marketable. I wasn't truly blown away by her, but she's at least a lock for top 11, so good for her.
What do you think, Grace?
Yeah, I didn't really know the song, but, we have those sleeper contestants, and I think that's kind of what it is, and the judges love her, so I'm happy she's through. Love in the Dark, I thought could have been better. Maybe I have high standards because Adele is one of my favorite people in the whole world. But no, I did like both of her performances. So I'm very happy she's here and I hope she stays on it. Still don't think she can win.
Yeah, like I said, I kind of would always get her confused with Ellie.
Well, Ellie's gone, so you don't have to worry about that anymore.
Yeah, but I don't think it's gonna. If I'm looking forward, I think the people who should be most worried, she's one of them.
Mm-hmm.
But Mike Parker, he's going full country this week, as he's kind of been all season. I kind of started to notice, the contestants got the full makeover this week. It was like, oh, it's really, I like this part of the season because we're finally, going live. But what did you guys think of Mike? Were you a fan? Do you think he deserves to make it through?
I was very underwhelmed. And I say that as the person who picked him on my team.
See, the problem is Mike is not my country music is not my thing.
Correct.
And I'm already got the wild card over Jacob. So that's the issue.
I really thought he was going home.
No, I was pretty sure they were gonna, send him through. I was not surprised. I think
never was I. But
Idol I think Idol sees him as the next second coming of Jimmy Allen. But
not happening. I
don't can't take credit for him either.
Conversation about honestly, I'm just whelmed by him.
Yeah, I don't really have many notes. I think he's in trouble next week.
Oh, he's gone.
Definitely. But why is Idol even taking credit for Jimmy Allen? They cut him.
Yeah.
It's the same problem I have with them taking credit for Corey Kelly. They can't do that.
Yep. I forbid it.
Let's talk about Tristen doing Sacrifice by the Weeknd and Are You Gonna Go My Way by Lenny Kravitz. Oh, Grace is feeling it.
They mentioned that he was a pageant kid.
Okay. I thought his first performance did absolutely nothing for him, good or bad. I thought his second performance was his best of the competition so far, and he is still not going to make the top 11.
No, I think he'll make it. I think of the wild cards, I think he's got the best shot making it in an extra week or two. How do I put this? He kind of reminds me.
Because he was the last, it was him and Fritz. They were the last 2 left. And I was like, because I really thought both of them were going to make top 10. And then I'm sitting, it's kind of I don't know, it's kind of the thing. I kept thinking back to the Melanie Amaro or Rachel Crow situation, because like a lot of people thought they were both going to make it, and they did because that show is fake as hell. But like I thought both of them were going to make it, so I was just like, I don't know. He did sing "Are You Gonna Go My Way" well, even though that's not hard to do. It's not. Like
it doesn't really have like much to do.
Most
there.
Lenny Kravitz music doesn't. But no, I think I agree with that.
Angry.
Of the 4 wild cards, I think he has the best shot of advancing past this week. Past next week.
Okay.
I just realized how the light is hitting the back. It looks like I'm wearing like a light crown or something. I don't know. I'm being silly. Yeah, I don't think Tristan's kind of, like I said, I think he's got 1 or 2 more weeks, and then I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Jay Copeland. I like that he did Amy Winehouse, but what was that, Grace?
I was singing the song.
Yeah, of course he was going to make it through. I think him and Mike were kind of the locks. Just Jay specifically because they really, they want the platinum tickets.
Yeah, like when they said that he wasn't top 10, I was like, don't even make him sing. Just put him through now.
I thought they were going to do like the Ada Vox, like when you.
I was totally expecting that as well.
I was thinking that for Tristen since he was last, but I mean, I don't know. But also, how does Ryan Seacrest confuse the gym with a taco place?
Because they didn't actually have that conversation, or maybe it was like a really quick, like 2-second thing.
What gym sells tacos? Besides maybe one that I want to go to.
What did you guys think of the Believer performance? Because that's the song they give to people on AGT to like throw them under the bus. So
here's the thing. I thought Jay was really good this week. Honestly, I thought I'm no good. For me, that song has a place in my heart is Matt Cardle's audition song on the X Factor. Jay wasn't quite that good in my view, but he's one of my favorites of the episode. I thought Believer, he was pretty much nailing it for the first like half of it, and the second half was a little bit off. But yeah,
I thought that was a mess, Believer. Like it was.
Wasn't a good song choice.
Of course, it's not. Imagine Dragon songs are like the kiss of death on the show. Like I've said in the past. It's just.
I will say I'm no good with definitely the better of the 2 performances easily, but
yeah, but
they could have pulled a Jessica Sanchez on him and just been like taking the mic and been like, just put him through. You're going through. Of course you are.
Okay.
But I didn't think they're gonna do that.
Mm-hmm.
I actually fell down like a weird rabbit hole today. I was going through. I was looking up the headlines for when Pia Toscano got eliminated. That was a fun trip. Like that was a fun rabbit hole. But yeah, I think Jay, he's another one. I think he's 1 or 2 weeks at most. Him or Tristen, I think are going to go the furthest. But then it's going to be the end of the line.
Yep.
Who's next? Who do we got? We got Nicolina. Edge of 17 by Stevie Nicks, and She Used to Be
song.
Mine. What did you guys think of these two? Where do you kind of fall on Nicolina?
Well, since she's on my team, I'll go first. I hated the old-fashioned song choice on night 1. I hated that song choice.
I love that song.
No, granted, she nailed it, but it wasn't showing her as an artist that could have any potential success. The reprise of She Used to Be Mine was better than it was in her audition, but it still wasn't as good as Kelly Clarkson's version of the song. Having said that, or Sarah Bareilles, or for plenty of people saying that role, she's really, really good. I don't think she can win.
Yeah, I was going to say, I saw Sarah Bareilles sing this song on Broadway, and she wrote the song, so she will always win. I was bawling. Anyway, the reason she picked Edge of 17, like who the hell does that? Who just looks out the window, sees a white dove, and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna sing that song with the white winged dove lyric." Like that's.
At least when Elise did it.
Oh, I did too, but like it's the same thing I had last week when somebody picked a song based on a dream they had? Like, if that were the case, Adam would be on the show singing Baby Shark every single week.
and I would crush it. I would do like a low piano arrangement, and then like maybe there'd be some. Then it would be like go up tempo like midway, and maybe there would be like maybe I'd pull out a ukulele or accordion. Could be a whole thing. Grace would watch it. Grace would, I feel like, give me a thumbs up on my YouTube performance in the sea of down votes.
Right now, I'm regretting that I even brought that up. She
Yes,
did
you
sing
should.
it well.
Oh man, I would tear the Idol. One of these days, I should like put together a hypothetical like if Adam was on Idol song list. It would be very scary, but oh boy. I will say I liked the Edges. I liked the song choice for Edge of 17. The thing is, she didn't. You kind of got to rock it if you're gonna do this song. Like it's not a song that can kind of go with the slow arrangement. I feel like we haven't seen her do a really like up tempo song. I really also just didn't like a lot of these arrangements for the songs this week. I felt like they followed the exact same pattern that I just really don't get and I really hate. It's where a song they'll maybe like do a flip on the arrangement, but they'll only do it for like the first 30 seconds and then they'll revert to the original. And I'm like, why would you like?
What is it, Adam? Do you like when people flip songs or not? Because
I
hate
do.
when flip songs.
Look, I will always give people more credit if they take the swing, even if the swing like misses. At least they took it.
You did not do that with Leah a couple weeks ago.
Well, I thought Leah went too far. That was what I was saying. Look, I really like Leah. I think she is. We'll talk about her more. I thought she just goes too far with the arrangements, and I think other contestants also just kind of have to commit to it. At least, like I said, at least she commits. I will give it to her. She at least swings. She takes those swings for that big. She's trying to give me something, and I much prefer that than Nicolina just kind of. Well, I guess Nicolina is a bad example because she did kind of flip Edge of 17, but you know what I mean.
Okay, HunterGirl.
Why don't you talk about HunterGirl, Eric? Number one draft pick.
Because I'm gonna regret picking her first for the next couple weeks, aren't I? She is not my thing at all. I still think she has a slight chance of winning the show.
I can see her win though. Like,
what?
Yeah, she could still totally win.
Small chance. Much less of a chance than Fritz. So I think I'm gonna be kicking myself on this one. But I do like her as a person at least. She's really likable. On the results show, I liked how she handled the situation. So,
Grace, what do you think?
The fact that she's a music therapist showed her working with veterans. That was a total vote grab. I think the original was actually pretty good. Wasn't that crazy about the Miranda Lambert song? Anyone want to place bets on how long it's going to be before she sings the Carrie Underwood song?
She's not gonna.
You don't think she will?
I want to do like
if she's smart, she won't because she doesn't have the same voice as Carrie. She couldn't. She doesn't have a range that Carrie has, so it would be really, really stupid of her to do that.
I can see her doing like "Over You" by Miranda Lambert, which is like one of Cassidy Pope's greatest songs. Oh, Cassidy Pope was a really good contestant.
Carrie is what I'll say.
What?
If she wants
even
to
Cassidy
win,
I was going to say Cassidy had more success with that song than Miranda Lambert did.
I think it was like number one on iTunes for like a month. Like it was insane. Yeah, HunterGirl.
What happens when you go into these shows with a past fan base?
Still the best winner. HunterGirl, I think can win. I do still think she definitely has a shot. The thing is, I've said it before. Like if Gabby Barrett can't win, I don't know how good HunterGirl's chances are. Because in my opinion, Gabby's. Like I'm not even a Gabby fan, and I will say I think she's way better than Hunter.
As a singer, absolutely better.
As like stage presence, just everything. But so, like I said, Gabby can't win. I don't know if Hunter can, but I do think there's still a non-zero chance that she can. I do see a lot of support for her, kind of on the blogs and polls that I've seen. So there's still a shot.
I'd prefer Fritz to win anyway. Dan Marshall. Can we just skip this one because I have nothing nice to say, so I'm not going to say anything at all?
I'm telling you, Noah or Dan, like, one of them is going to be top 5, maybe even top 3, maybe even top 1.
God, I hope it's Noah if it's one of them is.
But I'm going to make this point. I've said it before. I'm going to say it again. Once one of them goes, the other will get a huge boost.
Oh, fuck, you're right.
Because I'm telling you, it's like, we've seen it before, like Colton and Philip Phillips, like they share a fan base.
Mm-hmm.
So but the question is then, who is like the Dexter and who is the Scotty McCreery? Like, that's kind of the question.
God, I hope Dan is the Dexter because
no,
Dan is so much.
I think Noah has a more than a non-zero shot of winning. So
if one of them is gonna win, I'd prefer it be Noah. I wouldn't like either of them, obviously, but
I will say this: Dan was much better this week than he was last week. I think the Lionel Richie song was a total butt kiss move because I think he might have thought he was in danger, and he wasn't. I'm seeing a lot of dislike for him online.
But the thing is that eventually, in all likelihood, Dan will be the Dexter and go home. But because it's all kind of focused on Dan, it's not like everyone's gonna. How do I say this? Noah is just gonna keep like just skating. Like everyone's attention is on Dan. That kind of sounds really awful, like how I'm trying to put it. But you know what I mean? Like I think Dan is going to be like the contestant that people are going to not like going forward because he's going to go forward a couple more weeks. And I think Noah is the real threat here to honestly win.
Okay. I want to pause for a second and give Gil time to retype that comment because I don't want to embarrass him by having Buzz Lighthearted be on the episode as a comment. But it is absolutely.
It sounds like something a little dirty.
Spot on comparison. It's God, perfect. Okay, we have our episode title: Buzz Lighthearted. Congratulations, Gil, you win.
It sounds like a little, not gonna say. Who's next?
Ava.
Maybe this time. I like her. I really like her. Grace is shaking her head or just mouthing no. Why are you just go on?
Anyone Demi Lovato, I do like this song. I didn't think it was the best choice because it's so crawling with emotion. Like Demi almost died a few days after they released that song because they had some drug relapses. So it kind of just laid flat. The Lizzo song was probably my favorite performance of hers.
Here's my thing. Ava picked 2 songs that have been done so much better on the show by other people.
They have?
Yeah. Both songs have been done way better by other people.
Who did these songs before?
Actually, both of them were done, I think, by the same person, which is what's her name?
You don't even know.
Michaela Phillips.
I was going to say, the only performance of anyone I remember is Stellar Perry, but that's The Voice Australia, which doesn't count.
There we go. Thank you, Gil.
I like when it was like that was
coming soon to Disney Plus because Disney doesn't put movies in theaters anymore.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, I think Ava picked 2 great songs. She's good on both the songs, but nothing mind blowing. And I've heard mind blowing versions of both of these songs. So
I feel like she's this season's iteration. Eric is going to shake his head as soon as I say this, but she is this season's version of. Oh my God, what was her name? Casey?
Not even close.
Yeah, but she is in that archetype.
No, she's not making it nearly as far as Casey.
No, she's not. You could say like.
I think Adam means the rock girl.
Basically, yeah.
I know who Adam means, and Adam's wrong.
Oh boy.
Casey made 4th place, and Casey was really, really good. Ava is just okay.
All right, let's talk about Allegra. Finally, we've gotten this far. This is the first time we're talking about a contestant still on my team.
Glad we're getting to Allegra because I'm getting the sniffles. So
in a good way, or like you're teary eyed because the performance was so beautiful? What?
My allergies.
It's a bad joke.
It's a terrible joke.
Well,
I had to make it.
Look, I really still like this girl. I'm glad she's still here. I don't think she's got much gas in the tank left. I think she is.
Oh, she'll be gone by then.
She is in serious trouble next week. But what do you guys think of Allegra?
I did like the song choice of Free Fallin', even though it kind of encapsulates Adam's team at the moment. They're all in a
free falling, but a soft landing because we're gonna win.
Yes, you are. Anyway,
Luke said it was the best performance of the night. I cannot co-sign that.
No,
the original I thought was actually good, and I was really hoping she'd make it through, and I'm very happy she did.
I'm indifferent on her. I think she was good, but she'll be gone by the end of next week. So,
man,
I hope she goes to Disney night because I think that would be a good week for her.
She needs to pull out the piano. She needs to do like a ballad, something like really.
She needs to do something amazing in order to survive this week.
A dream is a wish your heart makes.
Get out of here with that, Grace. I really like her. I think she's, like I said, DOA going in. If she survives next week, she's 100% gone next. But 2 more weeks, maybe do an original because,
she can
promotion.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, Noah Thompson.
Oh, he didn't do a country. He did Harry Styles. We got some Harry Styles this week. But yeah, I am totally indifferent. Like Eric is to Allegra. I am to Noah. I'll let you talk about him, Eric. Go ahead.
He's probably a lock for a top 5, and I hate that I'm saying that. And that's all I'll say.
Grace?
I liked his second performance better, even if I didn't know the song. And I guess the show didn't want to ruin his birthday, so he's through because yesterday was his birthday.
Happy birthday, Noah.
Eric sounded so enthusiastic. This is the saddest happy birthday wish I ever heard.
Okay. Leah Marlene, let's talk about the one I'm actually excited to talk about now.
All right. Doing a song by Tom Odell. That is a name I have not heard in a while. I think I heard one of his songs on America's Got Talent. I think it was Blue Journey. This is how good my AGT history is. Do you remember Blue Journey, Eric?
I do. I remember liking it.
So
I do.
they did one of the songs. I think it was them, or it might have been Freckled Sky. See, these are names I just remember.
Yeah, same act. Anyway.
But they did this. They did a song. It was "Can't Pretend," which I still love. And Tom Odell got good music.
Okay, so this was her performance of the season so far, no question in my mind. She went with one performance with a contestant of no chance of winning the show to actually having a small chance at winning. And I actually loved her reprise as well as her audition song. She is right now my favorite that's left on this entire competition, and I want her to win. So,
not gonna happen.
I disagree. I think there's a non-zero chance she wins. She's got like a Michelle Samuel upswing. Like, I could see her getting there.
Michelle Samuel had steam all along, and also nobody else on Usher's team
has any steam.
I was gonna say Leah does have steam. The judges acted like it was like the best thing they'd ever seen.
Well, this season was the best thing I've seen.
But I do think she's gonna make it pretty far.
God. I thought she owned this week personally. I thought it was absolutely fantastic.
She was unrecognizable. Like, this was when I started watching the first episode live, and I saw her singing. I was like, wait, who is this? Like, I completely had no idea who she was. I was watching this going and it took me going to Twitter, and I was like, oh, that's her. It's a really awkward moment.
Mm-hmm.
But this was one of the moments where the Idol stylists kind of just
did their magic.
Did their thing. Her and Lady K kind of had the biggest
mm-hmm.
Whoa. Yeah, I love her. Maybe it's just because I didn't know either of the songs she did this week that I kind of was able to like did she flip him?
Well, the second one's a song that she wrote herself. So
Yeah, the second was an original.
But I'm enjoying her. I think she'll be here a while. I think. I don't think we've got like a Lacey K Booth where she's going to end up like going in 7th, or Katie. Like I think she'll go the distance. I think she'll.
I hope so.
Top 5 at least.
I hope she makes the finale. Anyway, Tristen Guardino.
Oh boy, Christian over singing. To take Imagine and do that to it, I was like, why?
Here's the thing that I'm going to be the contrarian here. Imagine is not the right song to show off on.
Not at all.
That's not contrarian at all. That's what I said.
I know, but
there was a but.
The contrarian part is that I thought this was my favorite vocal he's done all season, and the stuff and the stuff about his voice that usually bugs me wasn't as pronounced in this one. So,
I agree. Like this song, you cannot play with. Like, remember when Joshua Ledet did it, and it was just too much.
Well, everything Joshua did was too much, but usually it was in a good way. So
yeah, not this time. Although, like, he didn't pick the song. That was. I don't remember who picked this song, but whoever it was the wrong decision. But I know it wasn't him. Like I said, a lot of his choices I did not like. He did sing it well, but he did too much with it, and some of the choices didn't work. And then Creep, I have heard R&B arrangements of the song, and I never like them. And it kind of lost the song, but that wasn't for votes, so I guess it didn't really matter.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like the Creep performance.
I didn't either.
I don't know what it was. Like it just was too.
The arrangement was not the right arrangement for that song for him.
Yeah, I would have liked it if he it would have been bold if he went like full rock with it. You know, like that's what I kind of want. Like I want that everyone feels like they're playing it safe, which I can't fault because with this format, kind of have to. Like you can't have a crazy performance. You'll just get sent home. But kind of just miss that. I miss when we had the longer seasons and contestants could, there wasn't doing something different. Wasn't an immediate death sentence.
Okay, Fritz,
my boy.
Start gloating at him. You can.
What was that?
Start gloating.
This guy, I will say, like I said, for like a fraction of a second, I was watching him and Tristen. I was like, I knew like in my like the logic part of my head, I was like, of course it's gonna be Fritz. But there was also like that like sliver of doubt where I was like, don't do it.
God, Adam, if you had even a sliver of doubt, you're not watching this show closely enough.
Look, I gotta disagree though. I don't think he's a 100% winner's lock. I think the winner is going to be either Noah, Leah, Fritz, and potentially HunterGirl. I think those are the real contenders at this point.
I would tend to agree, but those are probably the 4 people who can win. I thought the thing about this is that Fritz actually won me over this week a little bit more. I'm starting to actually like him. His falsetto on both these performances was really gorgeous. And I think if he does win, which he probably will, he would be the best winner of the past 5 years.
Well, let's not go too far. I mean,
he would.
We have Maddie on the board here, so
I know you like Maddie, but I don't. So I think Fritz would be better than Maddie.
That would be a great, they would be my 2 favorites because first draft pick. But
anyway, he is in my top 3 of the contestants that are left, so I wouldn't mind if he won.
I still can't get behind him, but I feel like, when it becomes obvious that he's going to win, I'll try to make myself do that because I do that sometimes.
It's obvious to me right now, so I'm already trying to do that.
You think he's like, what do you call him? He's like a donut or something, Grace? Like he's...
Okay, see, there's a place near where I grew up called Fritz's Sticky Buns. So that's what I think of every time he performs, and now I want a sticky bun. And they are mad good too.
Yeah, Fritz is the man. I loved the Billie Eilish song, He's keeping it
I thought
current.
the hairstyle song was better, but both were really good.
Look, he's the man, and I want him. I hope he wins. I want him and Leah in the finale, and then I don't care who wins, for obvious reasons, but also because I think it would just be really nice finale. Because they were also duets. They were the duets in group round, right?
Yeah, Gil's 100% right.
I'm not saying a lot.
All right, funny enough, I'm skipping past Katira, Cameron, Cadence. Could we just really quickly talk about Cadence with Ryan Seacrest?
No.
That was horrible. When he like faked her out. I said this in our chat, and I'm just gonna say this now. I know one of these days, so you know how they have like the Green Mile round where they'll sit the contestants down and they'll be like, "We're so sorry that like you're gonna have to continue in the competition." This is awful. I really want them to do one time the reverse, where they make it seem like you did make it, but then you didn't. Just
they did that once. It was with Chris Daughtry on Top 4 result show.
That's not what I was thinking.
That's what I was thinking. Anyway, Lady K.
I was thinking season 7 when they were huffing somebody, and they originally put Christy Lee Cook in the same group as David Cook and somebody else, and then they moved her out of there. And then she ended up going home that night. People were thinking that people thought that she might have been sick.
The Huff. I remember the Huff. Anyway, Lady K.
Wait, I'm looking through the chat for the example I used.
Must be love on the brain.
Why can I like this. I like the love on the brain, but Bust Your Windows. I mean,
I love that song, but she did not have near the attitude to pull it off.
Like, is she a country singer? Is she
Lady K is that she has no idea who she is, and that is why she should have been gone.
She seems like an old school kind of idol contestant.
That
is that rough around the edges where they don't have
no clue. Picking before he cheats with disqualifying, Bust Your Windows with the exact same problem, which is that she was smiling the whole way through it. And I can't get behind someone who has that little idea who they are as an artist.
Yeah, I mean, Bust Your Windows, I don't really like this song, but this is a song where you get ugly with it. You know what I mean? Like, you really and she kind of just had
that's not who she is as a singer. But the fact that she doesn't know that that's not who she is as a singer is such a problem. So.
And
yeah, you have to have self-awareness if you want to win this show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's I was seeing a lot of she got the most views, I think, of the episode, or on Facebook or something. There was I don't know, but
she's on my draft team, so I'm not gonna complain if she goes far, but
so the week ahead. So I guess that's the performances. Any bold predictions?
The 3 people who go home on Sunday night will be wild cards.
All 3 of them?
I'm gonna guess Mike, Allegra, and Lady K.
That's not a wild card though. Lady K wasn't a wild card.
Or maybe Emyrson, unless she kind of has a moment.
No, the 3 that are going are going to be Mike, Jay, and Allegra.
All right. Well, anything else to kind of discuss from the episode, the week ahead? Any other?
Really.
All right, then I will say I'm Adam Samuel. You can find me on Twitter at Adam Soapbox, and I don't know, coming up with more bad metaphors that you guys are going to cringe about. Where can we find you, Eric?
There. And I did a second video on my personal YouTube channel complaining about another bad Britain's Got Talent audition. So.
Has it been any good this year?
What?
Has it been any good?
They broke the record for the plantiest plant ever.
Oh,
they got Lauren Albright sings Never Enough on the Greatest Showman soundtrack and auditioned for The Voice before that and didn't make it very far.
Let's not.
Was on Britain's Got Talent this week and got Amanda's Golden Buzzer.
It's like we don't talk about Bruno. Where can we find you, Grace?
I was gonna say America's Got Talent is the Bruno of TV shows here on this podcast. You can find me on Twitter at reality2_Grace, also running our podcast Twitter page at Reality Hour Pod. By the way, that poll that I put up, who the GOAT of American Idol is, Kelly won that thing in a landslide. You are all wrong.
How many people voted?
Not a lot, but Kelly won the thing in a freaking landslide. And then the other one was who was the problem on the season 12 judging panel, Nikki, Mariah, or both of them? That one was a tie, but that only had 5 votes. We only had 17 votes. Okay. On the GOAT of American Idol thing.
Okay. Anyway, that's it for this week. I'm tired.
I'm tired too.
I need to take some more Allegra.
Like American Idol, America needs to take a nap.
I need some more Allegra.
All right. Good night, guys.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.